Hi and welcome to Solar FPV. My name is Anas and I just wanted to make this little video to say Happy New Year to you guys. Thank you for staying subscribed and watching my content, and thank you for all the great conversations during this year on the channel. It's just been awesome with the interactions with all you guys. You're freaking awesome. It's always nice to have a chat, you know. So I hope you had a really good New Year's Eve, even though it might have been a lot different than other New Year's Eve with the whole reunion thing. You might have noticed the lighting here is a little bit different, but yeah, that's because I'm candlelit today. There is no power in the solar homestead. It's just that time of year. But enough for my mobile phone for me to be able to just make a little YouTube video, and for some simple building when the sun is out now and then. But you know, things change. We're going into lighter times. A little candle, a couple of candles actually. Also symbolically for all the people that we lost this year, because due to the virus, of course, and that really sucks. So condolences if you know anybody who passed away due to or had the disease and had, so we lit candles for them. It can't really get any worse than it is or has been in 2020, so it can only get better from now on. Vaccines here, the elderly are being vaccinated, the front personnel are being vaccinated, so at least here in Europe, so that's great. But let's not talk about EU and the vaccination and Brexit and whatever, all the stuff that doesn't really matter. It's 2021. 2020 was an awesome year for this channel anyway. I went some amazing places to fly. I'm very lucky that I have access to some really nice nature places where I'm allowed to fly. And I've also been flying around tiny things, you know, flying kind of illegally, but I have a certificate, so, and I'm doing this as a YouTube channel, but you know, so it's, I don't know if it's legal, but I haven't hurt anybody and haven't done anything wrong. And I always do my safety checklists before flying. You know, don't fly close to people. Anybody gonna be close by is gonna be offended by it, or are you gonna be filming somebody that you know, you're not allowed to film people if you don't have the consent. So all that stuff. And I was just very lucky that I went some places last year, 2020, to fly. That was just amazing. The whole summer house part, that was brilliant. I think that's something that I'm going to be doing every year. When I have a holiday, then I'm going to be flying. Obviously, this is a hobby, so I do this as my part-time, as a hobby. So yeah, and that's what's great. This hobby is great. My predictions for 2021. I always do this every year. This year I'm doing it the first. So here we go. These things, brushed, quads with D8 and stuff like that. I don't think there's going to be much happening with these. It's just not going to, you know, it's F4. I don't think there's going to be an F7 board coming brushed. I don't think there's going to be any HD video coming for brushed all-in-ones, you know, for the digital system. I don't think we're going to get there this year. Unfortunately, I know, it would be so cool to have something as simple as a little brush quad that is super cheap because of the cheap motors and everything's pretty cheap, that has digital. I just don't think it's going to happen. But I do think that the brushless whoops of the 65mm category, that they're going to get proper HD digital and be able to, and it's going to be lightweight, and they're probably going to be 2S. That's all I can say, but definitely in this size. It's doable. It's already out there. You can already see the, you know, the possibilities. But other than that, then I think they're going to be a little bit larger whoop size craft. But digital is winning its way forward. What I think is going to happen in 2021 is And I also cross my fingers. Let's see if this one is true. My other predictions have been true, but I think there's going to be a goggle coming onto the market other than DJI that's going to be digital, and that's going to be the real game changer this year, 2021. Let's see if my predictions are right. These are just personal feeling predictions. I haven't read up on this. It's just when you look at where the FPV hobby is going, then I think that's what's going to happen. It's going to go digital. I think the analog goggles that are on the market now, we're not going to see many changes. There might be an improvement to a DVR or, I don't know, some other stupid, head tracking or something like that people don't really use so much. But I also see that maybe because of the restrictions worldwide, some are getting harder than others. A lot of people are going to be going over to maybe RC trucks and wings instead of drones. And because they don't seem to be mentioned in the restrictions. So, yeah, at least I hope so as well. I would love to see more RC FPV trucks, stuff like that, crawlers. It's already starting, and I've seen some really, really cool things with head trackers that when you turn the wheels, the camera actually turns pointing the direction where you're driving. That makes a huge difference when you're driving RC cars, at least from a first person point of view. What else? Yeah, I bought loads of things for this new year. I've bought another Tyro 79 that's the building kit that I'm gonna put together just for the fun of it. I don't know if it's gonna be a video. Let's see, it depends when I put it together. But it's for a friend of mine because I've got his old CCD quad that I tried fixing, and I give up. I can get it flying, but he's been a good dude. He sorted out some heating here for the homestead, which is gas heated, but with sort of a gas heater that's like a square thing where the gas doesn't, it gets burned in a box, and then the exhaust sort of goes out through the wall and outside. So there's no humidity in here anymore. That's great when you have electronics, right? So, I'm just rambling on. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. And cheers and coffee. I just got up. It's 4:15 in the afternoon. What a night. Spent it with my best friend in front of the PlayStation, drinking beers, eating some good food. Just him and me. Happy New Year. Went pretty early to bed. Yeah. We didn't even get to smoke the cigar. Forgot about it. Maybe we'll do it tonight. What else can I say? Oh yeah, smoking. Yeah. So back to the whole 2021. I wonder what new products are going to come out. There's going to be a lot of light drones. I mean, the whole toothpick scene kind of size drone, that's just going to go mental. The whole long range thing, I see that going crazy as well. Long range is very popular, especially with these light crafts. You've seen them on other channels. The hexacopter was the newest one. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that I just see that things are going to get lighter again, and better quality. Analog, I think it's just tiny minor improvements, maybe improvements in how much energy consumption they use, and heat dissipation, how much heat gets produced in the microchips inside the cameras in the analog. Otherwise, I don't see what else could be done in analog. It's pretty damn good. You get really good range even on 25 milliwatts today, outside on a perfect day, of course. In giving the circumstances, you get really good range just on 25 milliwatts. On 400, man, you get really good range as well. You can crank it up to 1,000 milliwatts, 1 kilowatt, I think, yeah, something like that. And you can get really good range with analog. Problem is the picture, of course. But yeah, we'll see what happens in 2021. It's going to be an interesting year. I think it's going to be a great year. Every crisis has its end. It's always been that way, and time heals most wounds. So happy 2021. This isn't the future that I thought it was going to be when I was a child. A lot of other, I mean, you can just see wars and pollution and natural disasters and crises are just sort of, it just sort of puts a stick, like an anchor into the ground that you have to pull behind you as a civilization to try and make progress. And that's all I have to say. That sucks. Stop doing that. Just fucking, we need progress. 2021 was supposed to be a super automated flying cars fucking year. In my book, anyway. And in sci-fi. But it wasn't. And it isn't. Not yet, anyway. Not in the way that was imagined. Happy 21. And thank you for watching. And subscribe. And leave a like. Leave a comment. And as always, fly hard.